felt the need to edit videos and everything. Just do it live, post it. So I did it. As I said, I was thinking about just closing that room off. I was just speaking off the cuff in a previous video. I said, screw it, let's do it. Let's close off this room. Let's make that room be able to be air conditioned, be cool, keep the equipment cool, keep the batteries cool, keep me cool. I'm gonna take this project desk, which is needing clearing and cleaning, and start over with everything, and my monitors and everything, and it needs to go in there. Now, this isn't even my main computer. This is my old home-built computer from about 2011 or so. It's a old Athlon, I think 1055 or 1055 or whatever. I have it down in that case. It's a 6-core. You know, it was overclocked a little bit, over 3 gigahertz, and I think it has 8 gigs of RAM. I mean, and it's like 11 years old, and I could still, like, there's really not any lag when I open stuff. It actually still runs all the programs pretty well. It won't install Windows 11 unless they change the requirements later. But yeah, and I'm just going over the computer for a minute until people kind of get logged in or whatever. So let's see here. I was going to do a different way. I forgot Windows 10 still has a task manager here. Windows 11, you got to kind of go Control Delete to get into it. So you're going to go to performance here. Like I said, this is an old computer, but because it has enough muster, it's still working. So base speed 2.8, and it's like running a little over 3. And I think I had it up to 4 when it throttles up. Let's see how many cores. 6 cores, 6 logical. It's not a hyper threading. It's an actual 6 cores and 6 logical cores. So it's just 1 and 1. It's not so many cores and then hyper threading, which technically pseudo doubles the threads. Like my AMD Ryzen 9, which is in my main computer in my bedroom, it's 12 logical cores, or I should say, I'm setting that backwards. It's 12 cores and 24 logical cores because of the hyper threading, or whatever they call it. So it's seen as 24 cores. Pretty crazy. And actually, this only has 4. No, it has 8 gigabytes, and that's all I actually have in that one up there too, even though it's DDR4 or whatever, but needs more. So this computer is still working just fine. This computer works pretty much everything. If it was an AMD Venom 2X6 1055T, it's not to the scale of the new Ryzen stuff. I mean, this is when AMD still fell behind Intel. The fucking processor runs hotter than Intel, and use a little more power. The new stuff, the Ryzen stuff, is actually eclipsing the Intel. So I had this one in between, which is a Ryzen 5, I want to say, whatever my other computer was, which I gave my daughter. And then this one's a Ryzen, my newest one upstairs, a Ryzen 9. So, I mean, look, stuff just opens. It's not a slow computer. It's 12 years old or 11 years old or whatever it is, it still works. So I still use that computer, still run my applications in it. And yeah, so I got to clear off this. I got this door opening 36 inches. So this is like about 33, 34. It'll push in and go over. And then it's going to go right in here. And then my monitor is going to go up there, which is why I put this here. So, yeah. So I did this in just a couple days. It's all framed. Got sheetrock on the inside up. I got to mud it next after I do the outside. But I wanted to show you guys all the wiring and stuff before I close it up. So basically what I'm going to do over here, this stuff's already on the wall, unfortunately. So I'm not going to fish anything in that wall. It's an exterior wall. It does have insulation in it. Goes to the outside. So I'm just going to keep this here, and I'm going to run a conduit from here over to here, or actually this one right here. And that's how I'm going to get power into this wall. And then it's going to go down and hit an outlet there. And then the wire is going to jump up and over, hit the light switch. Light switch will turn on that outlet up there. And then it's going to go outlet and then outlet. And then once the desk's in here, and I'll build a couple just to the side or whatever, then I'll put like just your power strips mounted to the wall underneath, So 1, 2, 3 outlets will be enough. In this one over here, I'll probably put my little mini fridge over here and then stack some supplies up here The batteries I kind of got all moved over there. While this was actually hooked up, remember this was longer and over here touching there, and it went to like right here. So what I did was I added these brackets over here and then moved this while the batteries are up there. Our batteries probably weighed like 60 pounds or something. Slowly moved them over and then cut that. And then when I do the actual taping and everything, I'm gonna have to like scoot that board over to where this edge is here until I get done, you know, with the wall, and then I'll scoot it back. So I'd almost just leave it unfinished, but actually I'm thinking if I do any videos out here or anything, I don't want, you know, this to take away from it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it, I think, and make it nice. And then over here, what I pretty much think I'm gonna do is I might just put like a, I don't know, I might put a little frame thing here just to kind of put in place back here to just hide all that. I might not. Who knows? So when I paint, I'll probably patch all these little holes and just kind of touch everything up. So maybe put some baseboard in it. I don't know. Nobody probably needs to look down there. And then for flooring, I might actually put some carpet. They have that square 1x1. It might be bigger than that. Like I think it's 2 foot by 2 foot or whatever. Those lay down heavy carpet pieces that they put in for the floating floors or whatever you call it in offices that you just lift up to get down into like chases or whatever. They have stacks of them in this used lumber, used material store right up the street from me. So stacks of them, I think he said it was 50 cents each. So I think they might have been 2 foot each. Hopefully not 1 foot, but it'd be like, you know, I don't know, $15 or something maybe to lay down all that carpet in here, keep it all quieter, keep it off the concrete. And then, yeah. So the next thing I need to do, now that I think I'm satisfied with the wiring, and what I cleverly did is I lined these up. So my desk will be right here, my monitors will be right here, and then I'll be able to like just drop the HDMI cables and whatever video cables right down here and fish them right through. And then also the main Cat 5 wire, I think I'm just gonna go around. I already put it in here. I think I'm gonna come in there and then put that little switch in there. Or might just move the router in there that, well, I can't do that because it goes that TV in there. But anyway, I have the Cat 5 wire just dropping down, and it's actually hooked up temporarily to this camera that I use in my garage. But what I'll be doing once I get put the wall up, that cable's going to go in there, and then another shorter cable is going to go up and catch the camera. And then I need to go get, so basically now I need to go get some insulation, because I might as well insulate it. I want to get the thinnest I can get so it'll kind of fit. Well, I guess it don't matter, but just get some basic low R value. It doesn't need to be that great, because once I put that on there and put that door on there, whatever like this AC up over here, however I put it, I might put it up there. I'm not sure yet. It's gonna definitely cool this space and then some. And I should be able to run all my water heater, which is my heat pump, and my cooling off of solar, and have power to spare. So 55 volts sitting on those batteries. They were charged up. Oh, you know, it drained it a little bit. I noticed I was pulling 500-600 watts continuously, and I'm like, but that AC stopped, and it kept stopping. So I went out there and unplugged the AC and plugged this AC into the main utility power, and it was still pulling like 500-600 watts. I'm like, went out there, and guess what? That other step-up transformer, it's not really made for what I was doing. It's grounded out or something. So it was pulling like 500-600 watts, and I noticed it was hot, so I unplugged it, and then this dropped down to just the watts that my computer is pulling. 260 watts, almost 300 watts. That's what that computer exactly used to pull idle, close to 300 watts. So it's not that efficient of a computer, so I don't leave it running all the time. So, yeah. So it's coming along. It's going to be awesome. I don't think I'll be claustrophobic. I'm gonna have my desk there, the chair in here, and that desk goes to about right here. So I'll see how I'm gonna fill it in. I don't know if I'm gonna center it or put it to one end over here, and then I'll probably put a skinny, whatever room it leaves, I might just build a shelf that's exactly the level of my table and bring it over here so I can put more electronic utilities, parts I'm working on, so I can set things aside. This time I want to put some more shelves. So if this is the side that I put, the side shelf, and I put the desk all the way to this corner, which I think is probably what I'm going to do. I'll probably put shelf, a couple of them on up this wall, and make really good use of all my space for all my electronics goodies and stuff I'm using all the time. So all these things, relocate a lot of electronics in there that I'm using. I would say maybe put that in there, but that thing's fucking loud. So I'll probably, actually be good to keep that cool, because there was people were thinking those might overheat, but I was thinking of putting it on a little area maybe here, just running a USB cable through there. I don't know. I'll have to make up my mind. So, what's up from Houston? JD says, hey man, what's up? So, yeah. So, it's going to be a cool little hobby room. It's crazy. This is a 6-bedroom house. And basically, the wife took one room for working out of home. And then the other room has been, converted back into a spare room. So, I'm not in that room no more. And so, I've been doing all my electronics. I threw it all down here. It's just been getting into a mess. I need to clean all this up. I need to make it so I can get to my regular tools. I'm going to put my toolboxes over here now. Up here, if you guys remembered, was this big big wooden monstrosity thing, which I moved out here. Bolted that to the wall. It fits pretty nice. That came with the house. Somebody had it over here in the recessed area. And it's just, like I said, a week ago, I was looking at this going, if I take that wooden thing out, it's like 40 inches deep or so. And then the concrete comes out to here. I can make it's like a small walk-in closet, like a large, I don't know. It's like a walk-in closet, about that much room. But I knew I could make it into something. And it will be my little hideout room. I'll have a door. The AC will be in here running off grid, and it'll keep my off grid stuff all cool. It'll probably be in the 70s all the time in here. All the time. Never turn the AC off. Yeah. It does have the water heater in here, but see, it's not even hot to the touch, and it's 126. But still, plan A is to combine the refrigeration, the heat pump I made that heats the water, to actually make it into an all-one, and that heats the water and cools the room at the same time. And I was thinking of making some changeover valves. I don't know, I'm kind of running ideas through my head. I mean, it's a cool idea. It also seems like it might just be temperamental and just make it really complicated. And so right now, the heat pump just runs just when it needs to heat water. It might run once or twice a day. It might run 4 times a day, 5 times a day. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep that the way it is and just put another little unit on this. So here's the thing, though. That fan coil, the Fredericks that's hooked up to it now, of course, is all 230 volts. This is 110. As I explained a little earlier in the video, that other transformer was a step-down transformer used in reverse, and sometimes I ran it over its rating, and it's cooked. So it's the second one I cooked. So I'm like, well, shit. I'm almost thinking of just buying a 1 ton or a 3/4. I probably don't need a 1 ton. I think like a 3/4 ton. Maybe even better. 9,000 BTU, 115 volt mini split, just straight up mini split, not hooked up to nothing else. Since the heat pump for this works, and just put it in here, brand new, matched. I could get a deal on one, or I could get one of those freaking Mr. Cools or something. Anyway, that's the Cat 5 that comes from upstairs, downstairs, and then that's as long as it ran. That's why I put that in there when we fixed the house after the water leak, and then it just drops down and goes through the wall. I'm gonna need to clean that up with some connectors and stuff. This is a power strip. I just poked through the hall when the power went out, so I could jab it into a UPS. So I'll show you guys. I still can't get to it, but that box that holds server rack stuff I got with the ends that go on it and everything, it's like some sort of movie production box or whatever. I have the UPS plus extra batteries all into it. Yeah, you can't get to see it, but that's that 2200 watt server grade UPS that works. I could push it on wheels now wherever I want it. I don't need it in here because I have this. So I might just put that maybe upstairs. in my room. That's kind of overkill for up there. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out, or just keep it plugged in somewhere for just extra backup when the power goes out, and just wheel that into the living room. I don't know. So Jamie says, "Good morning from the UK." It's a freaking it's 9:05 here. Didn't know it was that late. So hopefully this video is streaming good. I'm on the Wi-Fi on the other side of the wall downstairs. We got Wi-Fi upstairs, Wi-Fi downstairs in this crazy house. But for those that didn't see it, this is my lithium 10 kilowatt hour lithium battery pack that's up there. Pretty beastly. I think it's at least 10 kilowatt hour, but it's pretty good. And I only have that little light plugged in for right now, but as I said earlier, power catches this switch, and then it's going to throw power up there to an outlet. I'll just probably get another LED, freaking one of these maybe. Now, how does the video look out here? We're concerned about LED making the lighting weird, but I think the colors look pretty normal to me. There's a little bit of color band. When we look on the wall right here, we could see color bands from those LEDs. Kind of interesting. And then that's regular fluorescent, but I don't know. That's a nice white light. Maybe it had a diffuser over it. I don't know, but or maybe it just won't care that it has those bands. It's not. When you look straight down, it looks normal enough to me. So who knows? Probably just get an LED, some sort of light. I want it to be pretty bright so I can, as my eyes are getting old for soldering and everything, looking at circuits. Still got to figure out, how I'm going to relocate this. I'm thinking of wire nutting this and putting a flat plate over it. This feeds all those outside outlets. It's fucking gay that they do it like that in these buildings. And I think what I might do, instead of buying an expensive ass GFI breaker, which I think is going to be $80-90, and I'm starting to get cheap on this project now, I think I might just get another outdoor box. I think I might even have a box I can reuse over here. Shoot, here's an outlet. So I got this. Oh, that's a 4x4. But this will actually come off and fit in the 2x4. I think I'm going to take this, maybe clean it up. I think I might just put that on my outside panel and drop the circuit from the regular circuit breaker into that 2x4, put this GFI in there, and then loop it back into the house. So that will be the main GFI will be out there. And also, if it trips when we're outside, because when it trips, like we do an extension cord or something, when it trips, we won't have to come all the way in here to reset it. It'll just go out there. So I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, all right. So don't need to go too long on this video. That's just hopefully next time I make a video, this is going to have sheetrock on the outside, and I'm going to be preparing to do some mud work. Now that is not something that I've used any skills to do. So, but I don't think it'll be hard. Just using a putty knife and some tape and some mud. I think I'll figure out how to get all the screws all mud in the corners, mudded by myself. My friend actually, take back, he said he has the tool, so I think he has the corner tool to go down in here. So I'll have to get him to come over and help me with that. I need to go get some round edges for this, but I think I might put on the outside sheetrock first, and then get my buddy over when he comes to spray the freaking knockdown, and then I can paint it after that's all done, and then just paint over this. I'll probably have to use, I think we have some white paint left over. I think it said primer plus paint, so I think it's the kind that'll go over all this shite. So, and I just need to use some spackle to fill all these freaking holes. So anyway, pretty cool. With that, catch you guys later. That's the update. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that stuff. And see you later.